Very good afternoon to all of you. Today we will learn chapter number 5 of class 9, fundamental unit of life. In our today class we will learn the introduction of this chapter as a point number 1, point number 2, discovery of cell, point number 3, cell theory, point number 4, cell shape, size and number. So now first of all we will learn introduction. We know that we have already learnt in class 7 what is cell and the structure and function of cell. We know that the buildings are made up of bricks. So brick is the basic unit of a building. Although bricks are different shape and size, but they join together and they form a building. Similarly, our body made up of millions of very small units. These units are called cells. So the body of all living organisms are made up of these tiny microscopic bricks like structures which are called cell. The cell is a fundamental unit of life. It is also structural, functional and genetical unit of life also. All living organisms are made up of these type of cells. Human beings are made up of millions type of cells. These cells combine and make tissues. The tissues come together and to form organs, and these organs form a system, and these group of system form a body. So we can say that cell is the structural unit of life. In our body, different type of the functions, basic functions like respiration, transportation, excretion, nutrition, these are also performed by different type of the cells, tissues or organelles. So we can say that cell is the fundamental unit of our life of all living organisms. Cell biology is the branch of science which deal the study of all aspects related to cell like cell structure and function. Now we will see the another point number 2, that is discovery of a cell. Children, as you also know from class 8, the cell at the first time was discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. He arranged primitive and self-designed microscopes, and under his microscope he placed a cork slice, and he observed that the structure of a cork slice resembles like honey hive. So it is has many compartments, and these compartments are separated by wall. So this is honeycomb like structures is known as cell, and it termed the cell as Robert Hooke in 1665. It was a dead cell. We know that children's cork is a part of bark that is present on the outermost part of a tree. So it was a dead cell because it has the dead cells, but the living cell was discovered by Antony van Leeuwenhoek in 1617 in a free living cell in a pond water. So the living cell was discovered by Antony van Leeuwenhoek in 1674. Thus we can say that cell was discovered in 1665 and how the studies was carried out in 1674. Now children, we will see about the cell theory, or we can see that if you take a peel of onion and you place under the microscopes, or you can prepare a temporary slide of that peel of the microscope and we observe like this structures. In these structures you can see that cells and nucleus are clearly seen. So this is also a structure of, or the diagram that is showing the structure of a cell, or how the cells are seen in a onion peel. They are also appearing like a wall in a buildings which are made up of the bricks. Now we will see cell theory. Cell theory is proposed by two scientists, M. Slidane and T. Swan in 1839, and this cell theory states that the plants and animals are composed or made up of cells, and cell is the basic unit of life. This cell theory further expanded and modified by scientist Rudolf Virchow and he gave the phrase that is very well, you have known very well, omnis cellula e cellula, which means all cell arises from pre-existing cells. The cells are old cells died up and new cells are formed from these pre-existing cell. After that, this modified cell theory postulates all living organisms are composed of cells or are the products of cells. All living beings are made up of cell, evenly the human beings, bacterial cells to human beings, they are made up of cells. Cell is the fundamental unit of life. Point number 2, all living cells arises from pre-existing cells. So, this is the modified cell theory which ultimately told us we are made up of cells and all functions performed by the cells, and they are originated from the pre-existing cell. Now, we will see cell shape, size and number. We know that cell shape. Cell generally has round, spherical, spindle shape or elongated. What you can see some cells like amoeba, which is a unicellular, and WBC in human beings, they do not have a fixed shape, they have irregular shape, they change their shape continuously. But some different type of the cells, as you see that some are you can see the neurons and the nerve cells which are branching and elongated cells. Some cells are the spherical shape, like you can see the human eggs. Some cells are elongated, you can see the human sperms, which are you can see in the next diagrams. These are given there: neuron cell, sperm cell, ovum cell, bone cell, WBC, RBC, muscle cell. So, these have cells present in human body, they have different type of shapes. Now, we will see cell size. The cell size is also vary in different animals, but the size of cell is not related the size of any particular animals. For example, the elephant, which is very big in size, so the cells are not big in case of the elephant. The cells are, for example, neuron or nerve cell, which perform the similar function, and they are also same in the size in case of the elephant also. So, if we take an example, the smallest cell, that is 0.5 to 1 millimicron, and that is the bacterial cell, and the longest cell or the largest cell, that is the ostrich egg cell. In human body, the smallest cell is the RBC cell and the largest cell is the nerve cell. So, some cells are very small in size, some cells are very big in size. So, cell size generally big in different animals. Now, we will see cell number. On the basis of the cell, the animals are basically classified into two categories. Some animals which have only single cell, they are called unicellular. For example, amoeba and paramecium and some algae, which are made up of the only single cell, so they are called unicellular. Bacteria is also unicellular, but some animals are made up of millions of cells, they are called multicellulars, and in these cells the function performed by these cells in a group. So, on the basis of the cell number, the animals are whether unicellular and multicellular, and the cell is also verified, and you can see the flow chart which also explaining. For example, cells, whether they have well developed nucleus into two types, prokaryotics and eukaryotics. Prokaryotics which have no well defined nucleus, eukaryotics which have well defined nucleus. On the basis of number, there are two types: unicellular, if single cell is there, that is unicellular. Example, amoeba, bacteria. Multicellulars which have millions of cells, example plants and animals. So, we have in this video we have completed introduction, discovery of cell, cell theory, cell shape, size and number. So, I hope you have understood this video. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you a lot.